Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the show. So for this week's episode, we are reviewing the official Wilson Duke. This is the latest version that they've been using since the 2020 season. Prior to that, it was basically the same ball, just had a different color scheme to it. So the shield that you see here on this panel basically had a gold and black color scheme, whereas on the back panel over here, it had the National Football League lettering in gold. Now you can see here it's the same silver metallic foil that they use on the crest over here. So, the Wilson Duke is an amazing ball. It really sets the industry standards for, the build quality, the type of materials used, the pricing. A lot of other balls are compared to this actual football, so really sets the standards pretty high. And they do so by just, making a really simple ball. There's really nothing very fancy to it. Again, they just focus more on the quality of the materials used, the assembly and how it's made, etc. So let's give you guys a good view of the ball and get into the review. As you can see, really nothing really fancy about it, just straightforward. So first thing that you'll catch is, no stripes, and it's just really a solid leather color to it, So they use a nice high quality red leather, red being relatively easy to break in. Right out of the box, it'll definitely come out hard, but they are pretty easy to break in. The pebbles on this ball are fantastic. You can see them popping out on the leather here. They're not the deepest pebbles that we've seen. I mean, there are round pebbles that do pop out more than this on other balls that we've reviewed, but nonetheless, excellent texture and pebbles on this leather. Aside from that, you got the laces. So Wilson is using here these leather laces. These are true leather. They're relatively hard to the touch, harder than some other leather laces that we've seen used on other balls by different manufacturers. And they're actually smaller. So you can see here on the depth of the laces really aren't too deep, and the width of the laces are normal, but there's a lot of other companies that use basically larger, wider laces than this, and with more depth. For example, even Wilson uses their ACL laces that have basically more texture and grip than these do, but there also is a lot more depth here and slightly wider as well. Nonetheless, these feel fantastic. Laces are always a preference thing, on hand type and etc. But nonetheless, these are really nice laces. Other than that, you got the stitches left and right of the ball, which look fantastic. You got the Wilson style where they're a bit sharper at the edges. They do add for texture, which basically adds for grip. They don't really add that much grip though. It's more there for aesthetic reasons. Other than that, just give you guys another look of the ball. You got the Duke Wilson wording, as well as the Roger Goodell commissioner on the both left and right of the shield. And then on this side of the ball with the valve panel, you got the same black stamp for the American Football Conference, National Football Conference, the small NFL shield crest right on top of the valve there. Wilson made in USA at the same Ada, Ohio factory. And then you got the National Football League wording there in the metallic foil. So in terms of the foil that they're using, it's just basically the same foil, just again different color scheme. It's relatively durable. It's normal that it's going to get scratched up a bit with time, but nonetheless it does hold up pretty good, and it looks pretty good. I mean, it did create a lot of controversy when they changed it from prior to the 2020 season when they made the switch from the gold to this color, but it really looks fantastic on the ball. It really gave it a bit of an updated look, So the Wilson Duke, it's an amazing football. I really recommend this to anybody looking for a high quality, durable football that'll last you a good while. It's got good bounce, good pop to it, and it feels fantastic in your hands. So that's it for the review. Hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and see you next week for another official leather football review.